My friends, it appears that Erika Kirk has canceled a speaking tour, a speaking engagement because of threats that were sent her way, threats that were serious, threats that were of a problem, threats which she said, I cannot continue. We certainly want nobody to ever be forced to appear regarding anything involving threats. But there's a couple of things wrong with this story, as you can imagine. A couple of things wrong with this story, and as you can imagine further, whenever you dare to question, you say, wait a minute, I don't understand something. There's a couple of glaring, shall we say, inconsistencies with this story, with this topic, that most people recognize, and maybe you do as well. So the question is, why is it whenever I bring this up, why is it when anybody brings this up, they are, well, I guess they are perhaps involved in some kind of question. Why is that? What is so weird about this? Why can't I ask a question? Why is there something wrong? Why is it so odd and so strange for me just to ask a couple of things? Where is she going to be? She would have appeared with Vice President Vance, right? With Vice President Vance. That's where she would have appeared, with Vice President Vance. Does he have a security detail? Yes. Would it have been there? Yes. Would she have been able to avail herself of that security detail? Yes. Don't you think that's relevant? Yes. Don't you think that's critical? Yes. What is wrong with it? Why am I wrong in daring to bring this up? Why? Why am I wrong? Why am I castigated for bringing up something which doesn't make any sense, at least again? Why are you told constantly, don't ask questions regarding Erika Kirk? She is a widow. You are not. Shut up. We're going to discuss this, my friends, very, very, very carefully, very cleanly, very quickly. But first, my friends, this word from our sponsor. Last year, we talked about Alaska, a powerhouse of mineral wealth with a long track record of responsible development. Now it's back in focus with support from the Department of Defense and Department of Energy and the reopening of the Ambler Road project under President Trump. Momentum is building fast. Vizsla Copper, trading as VCUFF in the U.S. and VCU in Canada, has taken a major step forward. The company now owns 100% of the Palmer project, a high-grade asset believed to hold billions in in-ground value. It was even named by Alaska's governor in a memo to the White House as a priority for domestic critical minerals. And here is the headline. Washington just rolled out over $42 billion in support for critical minerals in early 2026 alone. We have seen this before. Similar backing sent other Alaska explorers up over 200%. Vizsla trades at a fraction of that value. Bottom line, America is rebuilding its mineral supply chain and domestic supply is winning. Big thanks to Vizsla Copper for making today's video possible. There's something about this story that doesn't make any sense, and I think you're probably figuring this out as well. If you've just tuned in, if you've just missed it, this is fairly new, Vice President JD Vance revealed at tonight's Turning Point USA event in Athens, Georgia, that Erika Kirk canceled her appearance due to very serious threats against her life. Just 2 hours before the rally, organizers worried they might have to cancel the entire event. Vance said he consulted Secret Service and told Kirk to do what she needed for herself and her family. The event proceeded without her. The vice president, currently involved in negotiations with Iran, as you can, by the way, throwing his political future away, which we'll get to in a moment. They told him, no problem, we'll be there. Most people would have told Erika, listen, don't worry about it. He's okay. He's got no problem with it. Erika said that she takes her security team's recommendations extremely seriously after everything her family has endured. Fishy timing? This comes amid the heated Candace Owens versus Erika and TPUSA feud, including recent spy mom Lori Franz allegations and Bride of Charlie attacks. With Charlie Kirk's assassination still fresh, the sudden threats raise eyebrows in conservative circles. Drama is peaking as MAGA infighting collides with real security fears. Is this protection or something more? The conservative civil war grows more intense, my friend. First question to you. Do you buy this? She probably would have never been safer. Everybody else is there. Now, I am not, repeat, I am not in any way laughing at, mocking, or treating with any kind of disfavor or any kind of laughing derision the notion of threats. I am not. We don't want to go through this again. But it seems to me what this is, and by the way, we've got a new member. Thank you, my friends. It seems to me, what do you think? That she's thinking, I'm not going to put up with this bullshit anymore. Are you kidding? They probably told her, you have had it. We can't take any more of this. This was made a long time ago. You're acting real creepy. And you know what? JD doesn't mean this. He need this, rather. He's got enough problems. You do know that, right? JD's got a real big problem with what's happening. And you're not going to be hearing this on cable news. Did you hear this story? Of course you did, my friends. Of course you did. He was in Islamabad, basically acting on whose behalf? Whose behalf was he theoretically working for or trying to negotiate? Bibi Netanyahu said, and I heard this repeatedly, that the United States, that JD Vance report, or that, excuse me, that the United States or JD Vance, or whatever, combinations thereof, report to him. They report to him. Do you hear what I'm saying? They report to him. Why is our country reporting to anybody from any country? And he says they do it daily. Did you hear this? Now maybe Marco Rubio is, who knows, because Marco wants to be president. He wants to be president. Yeah. Fine. Groovy. But you see what's happening, right? You understand what this is about. This is the most incredible story. This is the President of the United States who basically President Trump had another president say with a straight face that we report to him daily, to Netanyahu daily, and that JD had to call 10 times at least because it was Lutnick and it was Jared Kushner really running the show. He looked like a handmaiden. He looked like a, what's going on here? They're setting him up. He doesn't even get it. And what's interesting is that when you see cable news, conservative cable news, and you know who I'm talking about, their whole goal is just to, whatever President Trump says, they apologize for it. There's no objectivity. Here's my question. Do you believe this story? Do you think somebody finally told her, Erika, it's over? You're going to say something too stupid. And frankly, Erika, JD's folks said, we don't want you to do it. You're going to kiss him weird. You're going to grab the back of his head. You're weird. You have just run your course. And it's not just from me. It's from the White House. It's from TPUSA. It's from Vance. It's from everybody. You're a lightning rod. He needs this to be about him. And he needs to show his leadership. And did you hear this pathetic, wishy-washy admonition, this excoriation about how mean people are to her? This guy is, he is gone. He has completely and totally and absolutely forgotten everything. Everything. I can't. There is no political acumen anymore. There's no. It blows my mind. Candace is back with the latest iteration of this. This story knows no end. Knows no end. By the way, special shout out to my buddy Paul Da Silva, cigar baron. Mrs. L and I went to Arthur Avenue in the Bronx today. This is Little Italy. We had a wonderful event at Fordham University. It was a career day for her. What would you call that today?
Girls Career Expo.
It was a career expo. Party vendors.
40 vendors.
Oh, 40 vendors.
Including the warriors, how to activate and be an advocate.
And who were the organization putting this on? Wonder Girls was an amazing event today. Young women, DEA was there. It was really something. Fordham campus was beautiful. When we got done, we went to Arthur Avenue. Oh, got some incredible olive bread. Anyway, it was something else. So I was walking around, and somebody stopped me. When people say this sometimes, you know how they say, somebody stopped me. They did. I'm not going to mention their name. Couple of people. But one said in particular, watch you every night. And I'm with Candace. 100%. This is the Bronx. This is where Dion and the Belmonts. This is Arthur Avenue. This is the epicenter of. This is the real Little Italy. People are feeling this. Do you grasp what this is? This is what's going on right now. This is not. We don't believe anything. We don't believe anything or anyone anymore. We believe her. Candace Owens has been the smartest, the most indefatigable, the most intrepid. There's been other great people as well. Project Constitution and Sam Parker and, oh my God, others. And of course, Barron and so many other people. But watch this. Watch Sam Parker. Project Constitution. Did you see Jimmy Dore and I together? It was wonderful. This is it. We have such, let me ask you something. All she has to do is stop. If she goes away, if she steps down and says, listen, for the betterment of the team, for the betterment of Charlie's memory, I'm just going to stay home and spend more time with my family. They literally need their mother. I don't know what she's doing. I really don't know. Imagine what they must feel every time she's out. She has to tell them, oh, don't worry about this. Are you going to be okay, Mommy? Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry. Mommy needs this. Mommy needs nothing but publicity and attention. She's not doing anything for TPUSA. She can't even get through. Seriously, she can't even get through anything without. She doesn't even use the word Jesus. I'm going to be all over the place, and I just want to let you know there's so much I want to tell you. JD Vance, Bibi Netanyahu, we report to him. My country, my president, my vice president, they report to Bibi Netanyahu as they do every day. Do you know? Did you hear that? How do you feel when you hear that? How do you feel? Nobody says that. Nobody. This guy thinks he runs the show. And this is not about anti-Semitism. Don't give me that bullshit. That thing is so over. That has left the station a long time ago. President Trump, I don't recognize him. Look, even with the DoorDash lady, is it real? Is it not? I don't care. Come on. That's what they worry about? This is what they worry about? Did you honestly think they called the DoorDash lady to go to show up at the White House? Seriously. Have you? I don't know about you, but the DoorDash people that we get, God bless them. You're going to have them show up at the White House? Stop it! Stop it! And who was Ainsley? He even had $1,000. Was it? How much? $100? How much did he give her? $100. He gave her $100. What is the matter? Who are these children? The world is falling apart. Do you know what's happening with the Gate of Tears between the Houthis, the access to the Red Sea, and the Strait of Hormuz, and the Persian Gulf? Dear God, the Suez Canal. I don't know. I have to listen to other people. I listen to them, I'm thinking, what are they talking about? What is the president doing? Why is there this attack against religion? Does he know? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? I don't understand it. Where is the Trump we knew? Where is he? What happened to him? Who took him? I used to love this guy. I'm not saying I don't. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's the scariest thing. Is anybody in charge? Does he just not care? Does anybody honestly, seriously? Now, you know the threats that these people must be getting. Honest to God. And I think this threat business is a joke. And I don't want to make a line of this. But I don't believe anything out of Erika Kirk. I don't think JD Vance. I think they cut his balls off. And you know who's laughing like hell? Is Marco Rubio. They even went to the night to the UFC. They're laughing at him. Or excuse me, booing him. Listen, let me just say something. Can you feel this? Do you know what's happening here? Do you know what's happening? Do you think this just ends with... Do you think this is just about Erika Kirk or JD Vance? This is about midterms. This is about a change. Why is the president mocking the Pope? Why is he mocking Jesus? Why is he putting up... He's putting up these ridiculous, pictures where he's Jesus, and then he says, I thought it was a doctor. I don't understand this. I don't understand any of this. I swear to you. I don't understand. Do you? And Candace, you keep it going. Keep it up. Make sure you don't stop this. Make sure you do nothing. I mean to tell me, you better make sure you do everything in your power to change nothing. This is something which I'm telling you blows my mind, my friend. You see, I'm very good, and you're very good, at hearing the tone, hearing things. And when I hear people more than usual come forward and start to say things like, I don't know why the president is acting like this. I don't know why he's doing these things. I don't know why I don't know why he's acting like this. This is not the guy that I know. This is not it. Everybody loves what what Candace is doing. Everybody. And this is the thing. We have come to the point right now, maybe we just have too much time on our hands. Maybe that's it. Where we're just saying, this is bullshit, that's bullshit. We're done with it. Somebody tell us the truth. Tell us the truth and we're fine. Tell us the truth and we're fine. Do you realize, listen to me. I know you're going to laugh at this, but I'm dead serious. Had Erika Kirk said, listen, I don't know what I said in the past. I honestly, God, don't know what I said. I don't know what I said about that I dated, didn't date, didn't drink. Do you know what they told me in the old days? Do you know what they told me? They told me that, oh my God, in order to 1 minute they wanted somebody who's sassy. and somebody who's a little bit saucy, and somebody who's, a little bit, and then the next thing you know, they turn around and they say, don't do that. They want something more virginal. They want somebody who is more domestic. Okay, fine. And then they, no. Now we want something religious. All right. And I made a big mistake. I listened to these people. And I fell for that same Hollywood crap where you lose yourself and I swear to God, people would say yes. And my message to women out there is, you can go out there and enjoy entertainment and show business. Listen, Ronald Reagan did it. Other people have done it. But you can't lose yourself. You can't lose your mind. And from Alabama, here's a new voice. It says, at 63, I wrote all representatives working for we the people. I will never vote for anyone endorsing Trump. Two-time voter, rally-going supporter, over it. And I cannot stop you. And I cannot tell you you're wrong. And I don't blame you. You go, girl. You go, girl. Do you know what I think was the worst thing ever? And I know this is so tacky. I know this is so... Thank you, my darling. My little Arthur Avenue girl. When he had outside the Oval Office, in gold letters, in that tacky script, the Oval Office,
Why does he have that?
I almost shot. It is so tacky. This is our White House. Whatever happened with the ballroom? Okay, fine. Ripped up the Rose Garden, put out a kind of a lounge or some kind of a snack section. I don't know. Sometimes he has this incredible sense of, he says, I'm a billionaire. He drips in gilded excess, gaudy, over the top. And this, I don't get it. Do this at home. Do it, whatever you want, Trump Tower, whatever you want. This is the White House. We know what the Oval Office is. What is this, a tour? Somebody's going to get lost? I don't understand. Maybe you should have a QR code you can put up and say, the history of the Oval Office. The Wall of Fame. Did you see that? Oh, my God. Where is the class? What is happening? Things were looking great. 2020, remember the feelings that we had. He was tremendous when he spoke against war and getting involved in the Middle East. We've had it. We've had it. Nobody cares about Iran. Nobody goes to bed at night saying, And what is the worst thing for people to understand? And this, I know you will never hear anybody say this. But the JCPOA, the 2015 agreement, actually did more to keep things under wraps than anything else. You have been told that you must hate. You must hate. I mean hate. You must hate Iran. Why? Why? Do you understand this? So much so that we have to, the money that we are spending, and when I heard Bibi Netanyahu say that we report to him and we do it daily, I would have picked up that phone and screamed at him and said, don't you ever do that. Do you know who I am? Do you know what you just said? I report to you? The United States reports to no one except the voters and the constituents of the United States. This is, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And the Republican Party is so gone, so lost, so wrapped up in this. They think it's terrific. They, honest to God, they're, for somebody who hates John Bolton, this is John Bolton, Lindsey Graham, this Gomer Pyle, Fay, lunatic. Let me tell you something. I might say to you, Mr. President, I'm going to say this with all due respect, sir. You're not going to be running again, so please don't take it the wrong way. But I speak on a lot of other people. We're out of it. If it's a third party, if it's sitting it out or writing our name in, we've had it. You were the only thing that we had. Ronald Wright said, "You're awesome, Lionel. Love the podcast. Go Max." Absolutely. Thank you. Ronald, we've had it. I've been there before. I've seen this before. You've seen, what are we, stupid? Iran is playing us for chumps, for idiots. Do you understand this? They control everything. He has a blockade. They close the Strait of Hormuz, and then he's a blockade. He stops when it stops. What is he talking about? What are we... We don't have the firepower. We don't have any... As soon as he made a deal, Israel started bombing Hezbollah, started bombing Lebanon. What's going on here? In order to screw up the ceasefire. Do I have to explain this to these people? What is with, Fox News or whatever? It's like, do you have an independent side to you? Do you have a part of you that says, this doesn't make any sense? I was listening today to just this great piece on great World War II generals. General Van Fleet. Oh my God. This guy was such a monster. Most people never heard of him. He used artillery for days. They called him like the demon. He looked like a little banker. He looked like this little guy, very quiet, nebbishy. Terrible Terry Allen, General Allen. Oh my God, lost his command. They came back. They would have said, what are we doing? Patton? You think Patton would have put up with this? Patton basically, he understood what was happening with the Soviet Union then. Not Russia per se, but that I'm wondering... Listen, the time has come, my friend. The time has come for us to say, okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. You understand what I'm saying? That's enough. Period. End of discussion. Time's up. We're not foolish. We're not stupid. None of this makes any sense. And the best part about it is that JD Vance gets up there and he has the unmitigated gall to say, why are you giving Candace a hard time? Look, if you're going to capitulate about Israel, okay, fine. I understand it. Maybe that's a strategic reason. But you don't have the balls to call out Erika, what a bullshit artist this one is. This woman, what are you doing? You're not trying to do that, are you? Because if I didn't know better, this doesn't make any sense. Do you mean to tell me you're so stupid, Mr. Hillbilly, this? You don't know what's going on? Have you not heard any of this stuff? This woman is full of shit. And Candace Owens is the only person, not your cockeyed Kash Patel, not Dan Bongina, nobody, not Pam Bondi, who, by the way, have you heard all these Scientology rumors? I don't know if this is true, but they keep saying it's Scientology. Oh, by the way, remember I'm telling you this. Backdoor, a lot of back folks, what are that back folks? What the hell does back folks mean? Back corner, back office, back whatever. The blinds are saying that one of the people who were responsible for really just nailing Swalwell was Gavin Newsom, because Gavin Newsom's got so much dirt, you ain't seen nothing yet. And Fart Man was going to say something about it. And remember also, who's got more dirt on Newsom, and that is our friend Kimberly Guilfoyle, the ambassadress to Greece. And she might be also royally pissed off because they just had a shower or whatever it was at Mar-a-Lago for Don Jr. and Bettina, his new tipa, pieza. Okay, you got that one? You know how she's in Athens, probably getting loaded on ouzo, thinking that son of a bitch. Do you know the dirt she must have? Listen, this is politics. I hope I'm not bothering you. I hope I'm not scaring you. This is so dirty. You got to think. You know why I love Candace? Because she thinks. She understands it's dirty. It's filthy. Filthy McNasty, buddy boy. This isn't for children. And what we do here at The Nation, as we call it like we see it. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. I put up something for you this morning. It's a lesson on authentication and trying to introduce screenshots and things like that. People are talking about this nonsense with Fuzzy Boy. What's his name? Tater, Junebug, Luna, whatever it is. The gay trans, whatever. This guy also better not buy the green bananas, because he might, by the way, be considered an accessory. But anyway, this guy, they keep talking about, well, they found this, and I got this text message. Bullshit. You can't get any of it. Try getting this stuff in evidence. Nobody is asking, how do you do this in court? See, there's a lot of great stuff that we talk about here. Fascinating. And loads of people. Barron does it, Candace talks it, but that's not coming into court. That's background stuff. That might be later for something else. That's not coming into court. Nobody's going to hear any of that stuff. None of it. And I don't want them to. It's a very, very simple thing. And somebody asked, who was it? Somebody said, why do you want Tyler Robinson acquitted? Why? Because it's the truth. Because it's a miscarriage of justice, because that means the real killer gets away, you dumb. That's what it is. Why do I have to explain this to people? Do you ever find yourself thinking, why am I explaining this? You don't understand something. I'm not saying I speak for you. I don't have a political angle. I don't come out here. That's why I can't stand this cable news stuff. I can't stand it. It's so stupid. It's predictable. You're not even interested in the truth. I want to know what the truth is. And sometimes the truth is a bitch. Sometimes it's really, seriously. Sometimes it's very, very, very brutal. And sometimes it hurts. And sometimes it's just inconvenient. And something, when you smell bullshit, pardon my French, I don't want to be so scatological, but it's the best word in the world. We've known this. We have been through this. My life. I was 5 years old. I was one patsy after another. Remember Paddock from Las Vegas? Remember him? That story was 100% not bullshit, horseshit. It was worse. Remember all of the guns this guy had? He had an arsenal for what? And they found him dead. Nobody remembers him dragging. It would have taken a team of people to drag this stuff up. And they told you, well, that's the story. They heard multiple shots that night. Nobody asks any questions. Nothing. How about that guy in Butler? They plugged him right away. You see, that's the thing which is the most interesting. They were supposed to get Tyler. The story that goes, which is the most important, and again, I want to say to you, the tremendous work. Make sure you go to this. Make sure you check out Sam Parker. He's at Based Sam Parker. Look at these stories. Compare the stories. Two seemingly inconsistent storylines from our boy. One time it says, I think I'm going to turn myself in and talk to him, okay, because my dad knows the cop is okay. And the other one says, no way, Ma, top of the world, Ma, I'm gonna ride this baby out. They're not going to throw my ass in some clink. No siree, bop. Did you see this? That's the one they wanted to release. But these idiots, I want to ask them, how do you know he didn't have the script? You dumb. Did you not know this? Why were you so cocksure that he was going to read your script? Why? Why did you do this? I don't understand it. Well, he was going to be, SUICIDE, by cop, SBC, top of the world. You take me down. What if he doesn't get the memo? What if he doesn't do it? Huh? What if he doesn't do it? And then we're finding out another issue, that the Franz family, all of them, mom, dad, sister, aunt, they're so spooked up, it's not even funny. It's the most incredible thing I have ever seen in my life. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't. It's incredible. Every day there's something else. Now the father with the banknote company, geez. There are people in CIA today who don't have this kind of an intel pedigree, provenance. And there's JD Vance. I don't know why you people are talking about. Listen, you hillbilly, you inbred homozygotic, you inbred pollywog. What is the matter with you? Don't you recognize her? Don't you understand this? You want to be the president? Hey, don't forget, he's Peter Thiel's bitch. Don't ever think that. And Peter Thiel is Palantir. And that is the most evil stuff anybody has ever seen. There's nobody to trust. You know who we could have trusted? Trump. A couple of years ago, maybe. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't understand. We're all in this together, brother, and we're on our own. There's nobody helping us. There's nobody. You understand what I'm saying? There's nobody. We're on our own. We're on our own. And you know and I know it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a catastrophe midterms. And you know who's sounding pretty damn good? Is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yep. Hell, did you see that? Mrs. L told me. Riley Gaines he went after. Riley Gaines. Okay, the swimmer. I got it. Okay. He has no loyalty. She has been with him from the beginning. And he said, hey, I don't like what you're doing with the Pope. Let me tell you, there is nothing better than contrition, where somebody says, I admit, I apologize. What the hell was I thinking? People say, okay, that's it. No, seriously, I really apologize. That's okay, Mr. President. No. I owe you and your family enough. Okay. That's what you want. You want to apologize to the point where, so Riley Gaines. And by the way, when I say I'm no fan, I don't, Riley Gaines, okay, whatever, I don't care. You went after her? What is the matter with this guy? How about he has that batshit crazy loon, that Dana, what's her name? Not Dana White, that's the UFC. Paula White. This is all that Tarzan bullshit. Remember that? Remember that Ungawa? What is that? Always the natives are always like guttural. It's always the Germans are Schwein. President Trump, she's a nut. She is certifiably batshit crazy. Why don't she get Benny Hinn? What's the matter with you? This I know. Not polyglossia. I don't. This lunacy. Then, Mr. President, look, we love you. Would you stop with this Christian stuff? Look, you don't have to. Don't dig out the Bible. Don't. Remember, what's that church in Lafayette Park? What was it? St. Paul's or St. John the Baptist or John the Apostle or something? Anyway, St. John the Baptist. It's across. Remember that during BLM? It was across from the White House. There's Lafayette Park, and there it is. Beautiful. The Faye Adams Hotel, which is great. Great hotel right across from there. They caught it on fire. So what did Trump do? He came out with a Bible. He held it out like Dracula. All he needed was a roll, some like garlic around his neck. It was like he holds the Bible up. Okay. I don't think he's done this before, but he walked across the street. Remember General Milley said, I don't know what the hell the guy's doing. He's leaving the White House. He walked across, stood in front of the church, held the Bible up, and Listen, but then again, Kamala Harris, I'll take him hands down. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. If somebody comes to you and says, doctor says, listen, you have a very serious ulcer. Oh no. Well, would you want cancer? Stop always reminding me that, okay, yes, you're right. You're right about that. He's much, no, you're right about that. He's much, he's not as bad as the other people. But my friends, and this Iran thing, I don't think they know what the hell they're doing. And every time I see Lindsey Graham, a part of me dies. I go into a colonic spasm. My intestine goes like, it's like a bad cheese, I don't feel good. It's like, oh no. And would you admit it, Lindsey? Please, do me a favor. It's 2026. Just say it. Just say, come on. Say it. I tell you what, I'll listen to you. I won't agree with it, but I'll listen to you. But you got to tell me the truth, Lindsey. Come on, Gomer. Come on. This is the most ridiculous thing in the world. And then going back to JD Vance. You schmuck. Get away from these people. You better try to reconnect yourself with the people of the United States. And I got news for you, brother. Nobody gives a shit about TPUSA. Nobody. Because there's a bunch of all white, weird, kind of, what's the word? They're almost like Stepfordy. What's that guy's name? Brylan Hollingsworth, or I can never remember the guy's name. Who? Brendan Hollihan. Whatever. What is this about? They actually, I see him sometimes. He's like, are you kidding? It's like it's the Paula White thing. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. They're going to break into a Proud Mary or something. This is nuts. Where's the Republican Party? Is there anybody here? Let me ask you something. Who is it? Who is it that you can believe? Believe it or not, Candace. She can't run, please, under no circumstances. Who? I have a friend of mine who has been busting my balls ever since Trump. I mean, he's a good buddy, man. We are, I mean, he's a ball buster like you can't believe. And he always said, well, look at your Trump now. And now, more often than not, I say, you know what? I agree with you. I don't understand this. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is the purpose of this. What are you doing? We believe this of the first and foremost, number one, Mr. President. Do not mock people's faith. Do not. Under any circumstance. You may think it's cute. Don't say praise be to Allah. No, I don't even know what that means. There are 2.5 million Muslims. Now, you may think one thing. You may think, yeah, but he's been doing some other stuff. I don't mean them any harm. And it better be the message of the United States that we mean you no harm. Period. End of discussion. We mean you no harm. Jews, Muslims, Catholics, Protestants, doesn't matter. Respect them. And he's doing this? Jesus of all people? Where he's sitting there dressed as Jesus? And did you see the weird kind of things in the background? They almost look like demonic or something. He's like, what are you doing? And then he says later, I thought he was a doctor. Now you're retarded. You think that's a doctor? Seriously. In a first century, this is first century Middle East, and you're dressed as Jesus. And this is supposed to look like a doctor. I don't know what's worse. You thinking I'm going to believe that nonsense, or you thinking that's true? I don't know what it is. I don't get it anymore. So let me tell you something, my friend. Hold tight. Stick to your guns. Don't let them stop you. Whatever you believe, stick to it. And remember, they've got to earn your trust. You're not into this thing. You don't have to vote Republican. You don't have to vote anything. You don't have to vote at all. They're serving you. They're public service. Remember that expression? They're public servants. And they're doing such a miserable job. Stand up for your rights. Tell them, you can forget it. And JD Vance, the genius, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Let me say this again. If ever there was a night for you to feel safe, it's when the Secret Service, well, Butler notwithstanding, but when you've got contingents of security there. You should have seen the security in Islamabad when they were meeting with Iran and JD Vance. As he's calling Trump 10, 15 times, he can't make a move without calling the president. Do you know? I know I'm jumping back and forth. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Do you have any idea? Does he know this? He put up with this? I mean, if he'd have had some balls and stood up and said, if you expect me, sir, to show up and take orders from Bibi Netanyahu or a mullah or Macron or anybody, you got the wrong man. I quit. I'm done. I'll do this very, very quickly. I don't know, you could pick somebody else, just like with Agnew. Pick somebody else, somebody you might like, maybe Marco, but I'm out of here. He would look like the biggest, it would be the smartest thing ever. Because the rules are changing right now, big time. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, who I kind of liked her before, see, the thing he's doing, which is really something, is he's turning his back on the most. Marjorie Taylor Greene was absolutely 100% behind him, to the point where people said, what are you doing? What are you doing there, MJT? Or MTG? Who's that? Anyway, you see what I'm saying? She was incredible. And he turns his back. He shits on her. What's going on here? She pushed the Epstein thing. And now, what they're saying, I'm not saying this, but they're saying this. They're saying this is about Melania. This is what they're saying. They're saying it's about Melania. And I don't know. Let me explain something to you. If I worked for you, I would say it doesn't matter what the truth is. It matters what people say the truth is. You understand what I'm saying? Ivan says, who are TPUSA's largest supporters? Who are Trump's largest supporters? Show me the money. Interesting about this. I don't know. I would say probably TPUSA, I don't know. I don't know. Trump's largest supporters, I think, Trump is going to make so much money, and his family is. They say for the first time, he may have redefined how presidents can actually profit greatly while in office. I'm also going to tell you one thing, too. TPUSA is the grift. It's perceived as whatever you did, all you're doing is this is a pissing match against Candace Owens. You haven't even offered a reward to find who did this. You cannot wait to Shanghai and railroad this patsy. You can't wait. It's despicable. This goes to show everybody else, there will be no more TPUSAs. You had a great run, but nobody's buying this anymore. Because you had that dingbat there. You have suffered. This man's legacy, Charlie's legacy, was really important, really critical, really important, really powerful, really, really serious stuff. He was great. And what have you done? Destroyed it. You destroyed it going on with these podcasts because you little boys don't know how to do this. You wanted to just be a big shot or something, and you wanted to trash her. And you put all of this money. Nobody cares about her. Nobody cares about Erika Kirk. Nobody. But that's where you put your money. Why? I don't understand this. This is my thing now. And maybe you're the same way. I'm always asking myself, it doesn't make any sense. Why are they doing that? Here I go again. Why are they doing that? I don't know. I don't know why. Why are they doing this? Why are they saying this? Why are they involved in such nonsense? Why? Why did you ever let this idiot, did you ever talk to her? She can't say anything. Every time she cries, people laugh. They're waiting for it. Come on, give us a cry. Please, there we go. It's a drinking game. It's over and under. Is it under 2 minutes, under 30 seconds? It's a joke. Her affect, everything about it. And it's not a matter of being mean to her. We said this from the first moment, and you know what that was? When she decided to lay atop the body of Charlie. That was the most despicable, loathsome thing I have ever seen. To schmaltz up your husband's assassination in the casket so you could virtue signal your grief, it was despicable. If there's a hell, you're in the smoking section. And you never say Jesus. A lot of people point this out. She always says Lord or God. What about Jesus? Christianity? You might have caught on to that. Get it right. I don't get it. And they're still going to do that. And they're going to blame you. And they're going to blame Candace. I say, no, blame yourself for this stuff. So I'm done. I never was a part of it. I think everybody's done with that. We're also done, believe it or not, we're done with your, how do I say this? We're done with your politics in it. There is no reason why we are supporting the war effort of a country, any country, involving a war that has nothing to do with us. Nothing. Now, I don't know if people have pictures. I don't know if this is about blackmail. I don't know. But I think it's safe to say that we don't care who the country is. No more of this. That's it. And I promise you, the next time you will not hear anybody running for either midterms or whatever who says, we promise to keep America's Mideast policy, Mideast program as such, untethered, unchanged. You are not going to hear this. We are embarrassed by this. I don't recognize anybody. And I think all of us were, I can't speak for all of us, but I was very, very loyal, not to Trump per se, but to what he said, to the ideals. I liked what he said. We needed it. We needed a very serious blast to counteract the horrors of these people. And he was terrific, but I don't recognize him anymore. I'm sorry. I don't. And you can redeem yourself, sir. You got 3 years ago, whatever it is. You can redeem yourself. You can do that. I understand that. You can, that's fine. But you have to ask yourself the question, when are you going to realize you're being played? And your legacy is all you have. I would say, Mr. President, you've got all the money in the world. You've personally sacrificed more for this country and for your own political career than you can imagine. You never back down. There was a time when people loved you. Look at Viktor Orban. They sent JD Vance on. He lost. He was just smoked. Do you see what's happening? Mr. President, do you see what's happening? Where is your message? You're gonna have to do something drastic. You're not going to go back and slowly set the course correctly. You're going to have to do something that is so in your face, so cataclysmic, people don't even recognize how serious this is. I can't say it enough, sir. I can't say it enough. You have got to do this. So, my friends, I think that's where we're headed. And as far as Candace Owens goes, she is nothing but superb. People love her. And you know what? Anybody who doesn't like her is, what are two reasons? Number one, they're just jealous. I don't think it's sexism or racism. I really don't. They're jealous of her. She's a big shot and too big for her britches, and yeah. They don't like what she's saying about certain Middle Eastern issues. Maybe that's it. But nobody doesn't dislike her because they don't respect her, or because they don't think she's smart enough, or because they think she's not committed to what she's doing. Oh, she is. Big time. Absolutely. I'm so impressed with her. She is an indefatigable searcher of the truth. And she has inspired more people, more of us. Look at us. Look at us. We would have never met each other without her. There are many, many people here for the first time who I have enjoyed and been so grateful to have joined the portals, to grace the portals of the nation here, thanks to Candace. Because people have said, oh, I like that guy, or I like him or her. We've come together. And there has been a kind of a countervailing sensitivity on your part, a sensibility, I should say, where you've said, we're not radical one way or the other, but we want truth, we want common sense. And what's happening right now, and also a respect for Charlie. And somebody's got to do something to help this poor man, to help his legacy, and to find his killer. Because Tyler Robinson, that ain't it. That ain't it. And if you don't understand, if you think that there's evidence of him shooting anything or any round from that rifle, you don't know the facts and you're not paying attention. So I will tell you this. No matter what, I will always have Candace to thank for you, for your countenance, your support, but your genius, and also your good, sounds weird, but your good nature. You're good people. Everybody here is a good person. Seriously. I mean, and even the clinkers are nice. Kind of funny. And very few of those. I mean it. I mean it. We have, this is the beginning module of a movement that may not have a name per se, but I guarantee you is not going anywhere. And they can drop the charges against Tyler or whatever it is, or Erika can step down. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. This is not an issue. This is not a party. This is not a movement that is dependent upon Charlie Kirk. No. Or Tyler. It doesn't work that way. It's more important, more serious. So my friends, I thank you so much. I also thank you for being so kind to my beloved wife, Lynn Shaw from Lynn's Warriors. We were out there today. This is where we were. Fordham University at a kind of a symposium, kind of a work fair for Wonder Girls. And I was there. I'm her dutiful assistant, setting things up, setting up the signs and driving and doing my stuff. But I support her. And we were there. She speaks to these young girls who sometimes I think they need female leadership. We saw some great people from federal agencies. The New York DEA group, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Because what are they after? Fentanyl. They're telling kids, don't do this, don't die. Remember the old days when somebody said the DEA, they were called narcs, people who just wanted to ruin your party, you know. Not now. Things have changed drastically. Lionel, are you still on the AM station? Weekends. Saturday, Sunday, 2 to 5. That's it. Radio, as you know, is a series of transition, and stay tuned. But I would be less than candid if I did not tell you that one of the hardest things anybody could ever do is 1 to 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. It was 4 hours. It was wow. So I would be less than candid. It's a wonderful experience. I love it. Great people, but weekends, twice a day, 3 hours each, that's okay. That's enough. But anyway, stay tuned. Talk radio is not dead. AM radio is not dead. It's boring, on some stations. It's boring. It's like cable news. It's not. It can be so much better. This is what would bring people to the fore like nothing else. But for some reason, it seemed radicalized, but it's not. So anyway, I thank you for that. All right, my friends, have a great and a glorious and a beautiful and a wonderful and a day. Thank you. Please follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors on YouTube. And if ever you get a chance, by the way, if ever you get a chance, check out Arthur Avenue. We had so much fun. Went to a place called Mario's. Been there since 1990. We went by Modena, this bakery. We had olive bread. They have olive bread. It's been there since 1918. This is the original Little Italy. It's in the Bronx, near the Botanical Gardens. But it's just, it's like another world. Mike's Deli. My good friend David Greco. Go by. You've got to see. This is like nothing you've ever seen before. You know, Chaz Palminteri, Bronx Tale. That's it. Dean of the Belmont. That's it. Belmont Avenue. That's it. This is where all of this happened. It's Little Italy. I'm sorry to say, in New York, in Manhattan. It's Chinatown. It's nothing there. It's gone. It's not what it used to be. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not legit. This is legit. This is real old school. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean, huh? Then it was just beautiful weather today. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. Have a great... Seriously. Have I said to you enough thank you? Do you believe me when I tell you this? I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I'm the luckiest man in the face of the earth. Because having you to be able to share this with is I'm the luckiest guy. All right, my friends, have a great and glorious night. We love you madly. We'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And until we meet again, my friends, remember, the monkey's dead. Show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.